Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. So, can we put a puzzle inside of a resin skull? Well, the answer is yes, if you do it properly and you don't follow what I do in this video, basically. Yeah, so let's get to it. So, I'd bought these little puzzles from the works. They're the little maze puzzles that you used to see around a lot. And I was looking at them and I was thinking, can I put that in the top of a skull mould? And use the skull as like a big puzzle. So I thought I'd give it a try. So I basically took the back off. It was only a cardboard back on the back of the little puzzle. And here I am going through some papers to see if I can find a paper that I like. So I found this like leaf paper and I just cut round the actual piece of card that was in the puzzle, just so that I could glue it over the top of the card. I thought it was the easiest thing to do. I'd also cut out some plastic from, you'd have seen it earlier on, some Christmas cards. That I had a box of Christmas cards, and the thick plastic that covered the top, I actually cut out a similar shape, just a little bit larger, so that I could actually use the UV resin, and glue that on the back so it would seal it. So once I got the paper that I liked stuck to the card, I actually put it inside of a little book and I weighted it down with this very heavy candle. My daughter bought me this candle for Christmas, and the crystal that it came in, oh my gosh, it's so heavy. So then I got to mixing some resin. So I decided where I wanted the puzzle to be, so it was further down in the skull. So I mixed myself, in total it was 60 mils of resin. So it was 30 mils of A, 30 mils of B. So once the resin was mixed, I put just the little tiny beads I put inside the maze instead of the actual metal parts that were in there. And I just slotted the cardboard back onto it. Yeah, as you can see, it's working. So that was brilliant. And then the plastic cover, I thought I'd use the UV resin to seal that on the back. So I basically put some of the UV resin onto a little mould onto the back of it, and then I just used a little paintbrush, and my idea was to go around the edges of the actual puzzle, and then sorry about that guys, I had to stop recording then. Yeah, so I went round and I just basically covered the edges of the puzzle with the UV resin, and then I put the plastic sheeting on top, and I cured that for a good 4 or 5 minutes. I cured it for, and then as you'll see, I weighted it down and I used the actual lamp on its side just to make sure that it would seal. No, I got really frustrated with this. It wouldn't stick. The plastic just would not stick to the actual puzzle, and I don't know why. If anybody knows why, please let me know in the comments, because I got, as you can see, really frustrated with it, to the point where I thought, right, I'm not using the plastic anymore, and I just basically covered all the back of the cardboard everywhere in UV resin, with my fingers crossed, my legs crossed and my toes crossed, that it didn't leak through into the actual puzzle. So surprisingly guys, that worked, and the puzzle still worked as well. So keeping everything crossed really did help out that time. So now it was time to actually put it into the mould. So I just made sure that most of it was covered with the resin that I'd already put in the mould, and then I let it cure overnight. In fact, I let it cure more than overnight. I think it was about 3 days. I came back to it after 3 days because I got an obsession with the acrylic pouring, which you'll see in some upcoming videos and in a previous video. So if you like that, please go and check it out. So I decided, guys, that I wanted to add, I had a Christmas decoration that was all little bits of straws, and it was all wrapped up and it was lovely. And when I got it out of the box, it fell to pieces. So I thought, right, well, I'll just stick all the like tiny little holographic straws. So I thought, right, I'll put those in it then. So I mixed, it was 100 mils of resin, and I started putting the straws in. Now, I should have left that, and I should have let that cure overnight, and guys, I didn't. I made a catastrophic mistake, and please do not do this. Please don't do it. So it's not deep pour resin that I'm using, it's just normal resin. And I thought, you know, I've put these straws in, I've done the 100 mils, what shall I do? So apart from adding more of the straws in, I do like chucking stuff in moulds. I decided to add more resin, so I did another 100 mils of resin. And guess what, guys? I decided that wasn't enough resin, so I mixed up another 80 mils and I added that in just to top it off. What a massive mistake I made. Really, please do not do this at home, because what happened next really scared me. So I left it to cure what I thought would be overnight, and I should have known this from the lesson that I learned with the French Bulldogs. About an hour and a half later, guys, I came upstairs, and I'm so glad I did, because I walked into the room and I thought, ooh, that doesn't look right. And it looked as though the resin was smoking. It was really weird, and it was boiling hot. And I mean boiling hot to the point where I had to get a towel to pick it up, and I picked it up and I moved it out of the bedroom and I put it onto my bathroom windowsill, and I opened the window just to see if I could cool it down, because obviously it was flash curing and it was a massive mistake. And I you know, I dread to think what could have happened. It could have melted the mould, it could have done all sorts. So anyway, once it had cooled down, and it obviously had cured, so I decided to demould it. And you'll see what happened when I get the mould off, and I'll talk you through it. So the actual puzzle, as you can see, basically parts of it had melted. It had got that hot that parts of the puzzle had melted, and obviously the resin then had seeped in it. Now there was some sort of like the only way I can describe it is like a tornado effect, and I've no idea what that is. Well, I think what it is, it's either the plastic or it's the UV resin that's melted and, you know, like swirled down. Can you see there what I mean? I mean, it's really lovely effect, but you know, I don't ever want to do it again. Yeah, so the puzzle, it would have worked, I think, if I'd have put the 100 mils in and let that cure overnight and then done it in stages. I think the puzzle inside would have worked. But me being too eager and not really understanding how resin works, that was the problem. So if you've liked this video, guys, and you've found it informative, please do like and please do comment. It was a stupid mistake I made, I know that. And please do subscribe. But apart from that, I think these little holographic tubes have really worked, and I do like the effect that they made. It's just a shame that, you know, I made the mistakes that I did, because I think it would have been a wonderful idea. Now, will I try it again? Possibly not, I don't know. I may do and do it in stages and see if it does work. But like I said, the little holographic straws, I really did like those. I thought they were great, and I do like the mould itself. Perhaps I'll get some of the deep pour resin and I'll try that next time. But yeah, please do let me know what you think, guys, and please do subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Sorry guys, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to those people who have subscribed to my channel and who do comment regularly on the videos. It means a great deal. I think I've got 450 subscribers now, so let's hope we can get to, what, 500 by the end of the month. I think I'll be pushing it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.